Okay, getting close to the end of the show here, and it's time that we make our picks. And listen, um, get on your knees and repent because you won't believe who won last week, and that's yours truly. And Brad finished last. Brad is like the Jimmy the Greek of our show. He never misses. But you, Brad, 2-3 last week. What happened? Just had a headache, fever, COVID. What happened?
I sucked. There's no other way to put it. It's terrible. Just obviously I chose the boat rower. First of all, that was a big mistake. And so I picked that one. And then the other one was kind of one of those games came down to the wire. The Oklahoma State Utah could have gone either way. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a tough pick. I was hoping the mullet would be successful, but didn't work out. I went
He's
with
not a man.
the mullet and the boat rower, and they both let me down.
Yeah, we're watching Larry evolve into Danny Sheridan in front of us, and I feel like Bill Murray. Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria. Exactly. So our producer, Tony Cordero, mentioned, he said, "Oh, yeah, Larry went 4-1." Like, wait, me? This Larry? That never happens. So blind squirrel finding nuts. And it's what that's all about. So, all right, let's get to this week's picks. Let's start in Happy Valley, Illinois and Penn State. It's a pretty good matchup.
It's a better matchup than it looked like at the beginning of the year. That's for sure. I would say that I'm shocked by the line. So if I had to pick against the, pick against the spread, I think I might have a different pick. But I think Penn State is going to win this game. In Happy Valley, they're having the whiteout energy. So we'll see how that goes. But I think Illinois is good. I think this is a tough environment. I think Penn State's just a little bit better.
I think Illinois got a chance to pull the massive upset here. Brett Bielema is going to go for another opportunity to pull the big one, and he has done that before at Happy Valley with the 9 overtime victory. Although God help us if we have to watch 9 overtimes to score 20 points.
That was rough. So you got Illinois in this one? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, I do.
All right. Boy, it's tough for me. I'm with Brad that if it's the points, I'm taking the points all day long. No way I see this as an 17-point game. I'm reluctant. You know what? 3 weeks ago, I would have said there's no way Penn State automatically. I'm hesitant, but I'm going to go with Penn State in a close one on this one. And I hope I'm wrong, as I love what's happening in Illinois. I love the underdog. I love what Brett Bielema is building in Champaign. Okay, let's go out west. Wisconsin and USC.
Yeah, I don't think Wisconsin's very good, so I'm going with USC in this one. I think they have to get something back now. I will say this. I will say that I don't know how good USC is either, but I just don't think Wisconsin's great. I think USC's at home. I think USC will put up some points. I think they have something to prove after the way they kind of struggled against the Wolverines in the second half.
I'm going to go USC. I just don't want Lincoln Riley to shoot my prediction in the foot like he did last week because they had that game well in hand. So Lincoln, coach better.
I'm going USC because really they lost on one play. One guy breaks a tackle, 63 yards. If they tackle him, or if somebody else doesn't, if the other defenders don't stop and watch the play, they tackle him and that touchdown doesn't happen and they get the win. So I'm going USC as well. All right. To the ACC, Louisville and Notre Dame. Look, the Cardinals have looked good. Good start for Jeff Brom in his second season in town.
They have. They've played. They've done well. They're 3-0. But this is I think this is different than the competition level they've seen so far. They played, Austin P and Jacksonville State, and Georgia Tech, I guess, was okay. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a different level. I do think if it comes down to coaching, I would pick Brom, but I think Notre Dame is going to find a way to win this game. I think it'll be closer. So I think Louisville is going to continue to be, I think they're 6-0 in their last 6 games against the spread. So I expect them to win against the spread, but I think Notre Dame pulls out the win.
I think Louisville is going to pull this one out. I'm believing in Brom. And plus I don't like Notre Dame. So
see, you forced me. Now I have to cheer for Notre Dame. See what you do to me.
But you can't quit me.
doesn't know how to quit you. Speaking of AC, yeah, no, I'm going to go. Notre Dame has alternated. I mean, after they had the close scare, the loss at NIU, they blew out Purdue, Brom's former school, former coach where he coached. Louisville ain't Purdue. I mean, we know that much. I mean, they're a much, much better team, but I'm going to go reluctantly. I'm going to go Irish on this one as well. And then the big game in Tuscaloosa, Georgia and Alabama. Dogs are tied.
Woo! This is a big game. I have not been as impressed with the Georgia offense, especially, early against Clemson. It was 6-0 at halftime. And I'm not saying Clemson's bad. They beat Kentucky 13-12. I think Alabama wins this game. I think Alabama has had Georgia's number. They're the one team. I think they're the only team to beat Georgia in like the last 3 years or something like that. I mean, it's just an insane number when you think about it. Alabama's the only team to beat them. So I think Alabama pulls this one out in Bryant-Denny because it's the first time. What is it? The first time since like 2001 or some crazy numbers that they were an underdog at home. That's crazy.
Yeah,
or
it's insane.
Saban's first year. Maybe it was Saban's first year or something like that.
Yeah, 2007 maybe. It was a while. Yeah, I will say that I really expect Alabama to win this. I think it's going to be a white knuckler, but Kirby Smart really wants to establish himself as the man in the SEC. And with Saban gone, I think he sees that opportunity. But I think Kalen DeBoer is better than people think. And now it's a 3-dog race there. People aren't thinking, but Georgia still has to play Texas. And this is going to be a big, big game. And I don't think Georgia can do it on the road.
I'm going to give the home team the advantage. I think that if this game is in Athens, I would go Georgia, but because it's in Alabama, I'm going to go with the Crimson Tide. And DeBoer gets the first big win of the DeBoer era, and maybe puts not there are any doubters yet, but those people who will doubt him because he isn't Nick Saban and nobody else is. At least it's a big win for him. Hey, we've got to run. We were out of time. We appreciate everyone stopping by. As always, enjoy the games and enjoy the weekend. And we promise we are right back here, same time, same station next week. See ya.